has been playing a lot of characters this tournament. He has been playing Mario, Roy, Hero, and Wolf. But he actually went back to Roy, which seems to have been his strongest character, like this tournament at least.
Roy is very effective online for sort of like the reverse reason that people normally think characters are. Like, you usually go, oh, like these characters with their projectiles, I can't like space where I want to and then I get hit by them. But no, with Roy, it's all about, I have great buttons with very little end lag and you just have to guess on a lot of my stuff.
Yeah. Whee! That was very ballsy by Ton, just going for that downer really early. But yeah.
Yeah, you see right there, that's that guessing in that I'm talking about right there with Tsun just getting right up on the shield with the down tilts, and he says, I could try to grab you, I could run away, I could do another down tilt. You really just have to guess these many, many things that are coming your way.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, but yeah, I'm actually, I don't know, I'm kind of surprised that he went Roy, just because, like, I was expecting Wolf because he played that in Winners Finals, but at the same time, Roy seemed to have been the strongest character this tournament. So.
Wolf definitely has, I think, a pretty even, if not slightly winning matchup against Palutena, whereas with Roy, you're really betting on that early kill power. But right now, Ton definitely making a statement with that first stock, the downer on the ledge, punishing that regrab.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see how much Tsun uses forward throw. I feel like it's mostly for conditioning his opponent to choosing, like, I saw him, nice back here. I feel like he uses the forward throw a lot to condition the opponent to see what they do. Because when he played against I don't remember who it was, but when he played against, I think it was TreadQ, he did like forward throw, then they conditioned him to do like jump out of it, and they catch it with like back air. So like, usually you see them just go for like down throw to the air and stuff. But yeah.
Definitely, I mean, if you can get your opponent on the back foot and get them to start thinking about things that they normally wouldn't have to, you get them out of their comfort zone and you can definitely win sets that way. Right now, Ton says, your comfort zone is not off stage. Roy, my friend, I'm taking this next stock with some clean counters.
Wow, that was actually really nice. Unfortunate that Tsun ended up doing an errors though. Probably like a bad online buffer, so yeah. But even so, Tsun just putting on that pressure no matter what. Just doesn't want to let Ton run away with that lead and just keeping him at the ledge, just seeing if he can get anything. But Ton just doing a nice get attack. And Tsun doesn't really get anything really like kill potential started. It's the weak hit of back air.
Yeah, the combo game hasn't really been there, unfortunately. Like, we see a lot of these jabs on shield, you know, some non-committal options, but it's not setting up into anything for Tsun, unfortunately. So there's a lot of this, you know, unrequited damage that Tun's just able to hang on to these stocks with. At 124, most Roys would have you dead by now, but instead, it is the Roy that is gone. Tun, once again, leaning back on that up smash at the ledge to catch the neutral getup, and he says, goodbye, I got this game one in my pocket.
Yeah, that was a very convincing win by Ton, and I'm very curious to see if Tsun is going to change up his character or not.
It could go either way. Obviously, Tsun's in Winners Finals, so, you know, there's a lot of room to kind of wiggle around there and play with and see if you can make the adaptations with the Roy. But on the other hand, if you were saying, you know, there is the Wolf, there are other characters to play, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Wolf come out because, again, like I said, I think that Wolf has a pretty good matchup against Palutena. A lot of the short hop aerials that you can do to combo into you know, a lot of your big combo game as Wolf, you can execute that on Palutena, who is a tall character. But for game two, we're back to PS2. We're back at the Roy with Tsun, who is going to try to make some big changes to this game.
Yes. So let's see what that's gonna be.
My phone on my desk, my bad.
Oh, Ton getting nice little conversion of that dash attack. Or near, and yeah, you can
right off the bat.
Tsun, wow, he's going for that forward throw to downer, you know? Like, usually you see, like, down throw into nair and stuff, but he's just, like, I don't know, feeling himself? I'm not sure. Ooh, nice catch with the jump.
Unfortunately, just, like, the two most critical parts of Roy's gameplay are not present for Tsun right now, while they're fine for Ton, who gets a quick first stock. You can see that Ton is getting great combos, the damage output is nice, and he's constantly spacing himself very well, whereas Tsun, on the other hand, has not had very good spacing in this set so far, and has not had good damage output. Those are the two big things about Roy that you can take advantage of, and it just has not been there so far.
Dude, like, that was That was like the most insane kill, I think. That was like so. It was like weak dash like into back here, but it's like so clean conversion from Tsun. Just like the nice reaction and everything. And wow, he just keeps that fuel going. Jesus.
That's what I'm saying, man. Tsun right now is just as reliable as you can get, whereas Tsun, on the other hand, is just not able to get anything going.
Yeah, definitely. Oof. And yeah, he's gonna have to just get rid of this stock very soon unless he just wants to get steamrolled by Tsun. But yeah, as I say that, he gets that nice conversion into back end.
Yeah, finally gets the first conversion. But again, you know, this is the kind of damage output that you would expect to see over the course of the whole stock. And unfortunately, it's just been really hard to break the zone. I think that a lot of credit has to go to Tsun here for playing a really good defensive game and staying outside of Roy's threat zone.
Yeah. Ooh, nice down tilt to catch the legend. And let's see if Tsun can get anything strong. Yeah, just keeps him on the ledge, keeps him.
Kind of gave up the ledge trap right there, though, running all the way away to center stage after that back air, which was very, very safe on shield. There's definitely a lot of room for Tsun to keep the pressure on.
Fair. Oh, wow. Oh my god, two
Bro,
weak
just play Crom. Like,
wow.
Why are you playing Roy right now?
Unfortunately, it doesn't get like anything strong out of that, but it was really nice conversion.
Seriously, this has been like 9 sour spots in a row. Finally connects the sweetest of spots on that back air, though, right on the hilt to even the game up stock-wise, but still quite a bit of damage to make up.
Yeah, but even so, Roy is one of those characters that just can get that percent really quick. So let's see if he can get anything.
This
jab.
is what I am talking about, my friend, right here. This is the damage output you expect to see from Roy that puts the pressure on your opponent, forces them to make mistakes. Soon, looking like this game might not be over yet for him.
Yeah. Let's see if Tsun has anything to say about that. He is still in the advantage, but Roy is one of those characters that can just finish you off real quick.
That's no joke. I can't believe how deep Tsun just went off stage.
That was. Oh, and he finished off with the roll back into forward smash to punish that risky forward tilt. Very nice.
What a comeback, and that is how it is done. You recognize the flaws in that gameplay. You recognize that the damage output has to increase, and the only way you can do that is to get those solid combo starters. And I think that Tsun made some excellent adjustments later into that game too, to force Tsun to play a bit closer, to stop running away to center stage, and to stop playing so defensively. And once that became the game plan, Tsun was able to keep that up close game going, and it was damage on damage on damage until that comeback was complete.
Yeah, definitely. You could just see his conversions becoming a lot stronger over time that entire game. But now it's get back to game 3, and let's see if Tsun is able to make some adjustments to see if he is able to take this game over to. Oh.
All 3 games so far have been on Pokemon Stadium 2. Love the neutral B just to back the Palutena off, knowing we have enough time.
Yeah, that's like a surprisingly safe option, because like it has like no end lag basically.
Yeah, it's all on the startup.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, oh wow, that was a nice neutral get up.
Well timed.
Yes.
This is okay. So this is where I think Roy really strives, is when you just mix up your timing just a little bit, just a bit of stagger, and that's when your opponent will commit to something you're not where they expect you to be, and then you can fire right back.
Wow, that was a really nice neutral B by Tsun.
Good DI there by Tsun on that early combo game, able to DI away and get the hit back, but again, aggression right there. You see a lot of overextensions here that get punished, especially when it comes to trying to get a trade back when an opponent whiffs. From both parties.
Yeah. But yeah, Tsun not quite being able to finish off this stock. Oh, is he gonna get a back throw? No, forward throw.
Oh, that's
Did he catch his jump? Oh wow, he caught his jump. Very nice, but Tsun.
Yeah, well-timed auto reticle right there keeps Tsun right in this game, but coming off the Angel platform, that's that classic Roy aggression that we all expect to see. Down tilt, trying to set up for something big off stage, and instead, we see the big weight Tsun going for massive plays.
That was a very nice air dodge by Tsun. You know, a lot of people would just panic air dodge in towards him, and that's what Tsun was expecting. Ooh, nice catch with the rollback. Oh, and the spacing, nice. Oh, doesn't quite catch that high recovery, but still, very nice. Oh, and gets that jab into back air. Very
Like I
nice.
said, this is all coming down to that up close game where I think in that game 1, at the beginning of that game 2, we were playing a lot at mid-range, but now Tsun has been able to space a little bit better so that when, just like that right there, when Ton whiffs a move, he's just close enough that he can run right back in and get a counter hit.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah. Oh, for a second there I thought Ton was gonna SD again. But yeah, this stock has to be gone for Ton to actually be able to make this comeback. And right now, you can see Tsun just putting on pressure, just wanting to add that percent in, but can't quite find it right now. And Ton taking him off stage, back to ledge. Oh, but
I
no
love the
conversion.
way that Ton is playing this right now, noticing that as Tsun has him at the early percents, really wants to get these combo starters, and a lot of those are coming off of aerials. So he's been going with a lot of air-to-airs in particular with this Palutena, and right there, catching that early air dodge in with the explosive flame to even this up, 1 stock to 1.
Yes. And now Ton just has to get some of those nice conversions, neutral air into itself and stuff like that, you know, the usual. Oh, is there up air? Still some nice percent, but Tsun still in advantage, having on ledge, very scary. Ledge is like the scariest place against both of these types of characters. There's oh, and Ton just going back down deep with that back air to take Tsun's stock and get game 3.
With that 2-1 lead now, you know, we're 1 game away from having this grand finals reset, and you know, I think that there was some I think that the last back air in particular definitely connected because Tsun was expecting, I guess, something else out of Ton, who had for the most part throughout that game been going for ledge guards like that when he was in comeback mode, when he said, I need to be able to close out this stock as quickly as possible. Whereas throughout most of the game, he was playing more on stage, he was playing patiently and saying Roy can sometimes have a hard time getting off of ledge. So the mix up into the aggression right there, definitely working out. Going to game 4, this whole set just might be played on Pokemon Stadium 2 soon. He's going to have to look to win this one if he doesn't want this bracket to get reset.
Oh, that's a nice 30%, 37% by Ton, and just keeping it going with that nair. Oh, and it just keeps him off stage. Very nice by Ton.
Palutena. He's down tilts.
Yeah,
Here we go again.
Both of these characters are so insane on ledge, but for entirely different reasons. Yeah, like Palu is really good because she can cover all of the options and still get your kill, but Roy is like so scary on ledge because he can just suddenly kill you at those super early percents. Very scary to be on the ledge against both of these characters.
Look at the eye right there from Tsun too to live that up air, but over aggression gets punished by Ton right there with that back air, catching the retreat when he realized it was just a little bit too late. And that gives the Palutena a pretty healthy lead, looking to rack it up even more.
Yeah, very, very nice. Back, down air, man. Wow. And yeah, now Tsun really has to get this percent in, just get something, maybe a jab into back air. Wow, very nice patience by Ton, just getting that down throw, checking to see if Tsun is going to choose the panic option, and indeed he did. Right there. And right now Tsun has a lot of pressure on him, he has to get rid of his stock, and Ton just keeps on shoveling on more and more pressure.
Yeah, this is working out great for Ton right now because Tsun is getting a little bit too aggressive, out of disadvantage. We were talking about this earlier. It's fine to be aggressive if you are in neutral, but once you're in that disadvantage state, you have to know when to back off and when to say, okay, ledge is safe.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, and yeah, Ton is he just has such a solid lead right now, and Tsun can't really do anything about it. Just has to get some of those conversions, but Ton just keeps on going.
He's just demolishing Tsun for this over-aggression, for fading in constantly. So this is why I like to see that recovery right there. Use the forward air in case the Palutena goes out deep against you, but then go right back to the ledge and let yourself get a solid foothold on the ground. Neutral's where you got a chance, but great teleport cancel right there from Ton.
Yeah, oh, nice. Wow, the weak down there into the back air. Wow, what a nice conversion. Who can even react to that? That was insane.
Just the combo off of the stonks.
But still, Tsun has to make a lot happen to be able to make this comeback. But maybe
looks like a lot just might be happening right now, my friend.
One side B on the ledge could do it, or a forward smash.
Tsun's being a lot more reserved. This aggression is not as all out as it was earlier, and that's exactly what you need right now when one whiff move can mean your death. And right there it is Tsun crashing in with that dash attack and resetting the bracket with a 3-1 win from loser's side.
Very solid play from both, but Tsun just keeps on pressuring and just take that game very convincingly.
So you know what that means? We have to move on to set 2 of Grand Finals. This is going to be the last set that we have of this entire tournament, and it's going to be between the 2 best players that we have seen thus far.
Indeed.
And I'm very interested to see what Tsun actually thinks of this matchup, even if he's gonna keep on going with it, because he had some solid conversions and plays, but overall Tsun just keeps on pressuring Tsun and just making me feel bad. I don't know, feeling bad for his character. Maybe he should be considering picking up another character, because he has a very wide pool of characters to choose from, and it doesn't seem like Roy is working out right now.
It all comes down to how you're going to play in this set. It's especially just, you have to be, I guess, put in the mindset of being okay with not being the first one to take a step, with not being the aggressor, and letting your opponent fall into your hands. I think that game plan can certainly still work out with Rory. We saw that in game 2 from Tsun, and Wolf can definitely put you in that mindset if we are going to see the Wolf at any point. But instead, it's the young Lion that is coming back out as both of these players get ramped up for game 1 of the final set of the tournament. Right off the bat, it's Tsun with some damage.
Wow, that was almost the sickest stock this entire tournament, but unfortunately gets that sour.
Oh my gosh! Anyways,
for the downer, gets that strong hit and says bye-bye to that stock.
Tsun opening it up with the Twitch clip of the month right there. Roy out the gate. I changed my mind. I forget what I said about not being aggressive against this Palutena. Tsun has found a way to make it work.
Yeah, definitely. You can see he definitely has confidence in his character to be able to stick with him even throughout those games, and you can definitely see that when he does plays like that. That was insane.
It's all going to be about, again, though, not drifting towards your opponent when you are already in disadvantage. That's where I'd like to see Tsun take the step back, because already you can see that almost all this damage that Tsun has put on has been out of Tsun trying to get a counter hit here and there, and instead, it's been 131% built up quickly, and Tsun is still well within the grounds of having this game be in his favor.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, but yeah, Tsun has a solid lead, but that doesn't mean that this isn't something that Tsun can't make up for. He does have him at kill percent and gets that nice bait into the back throw. Very nice. And just even up this game so much more.
Yeah, dead even. Unfortunately, not getting anything off of that Nair on the platform. You need to be a little bit deeper to make that work when your opponent is already fallen down. But Tsun says, don't even worry about my damage output, Chief. 48%, I have evened this one up.
Oh, okay, jab into 40. I was expecting that back air to get that early as kill, but not quite. Oh, that was actually almost perfect spacing. Yeah, he almost didn't get hit by that. And as I say that, just that nice jab into back air. As always, the classic Roy.
These are the confirms that we were missing in that first set from Tsun. We got a little bit more of it as it went on, but again, that defensive game from Tsun has been making it really difficult for him to rack up that damage. At least whenever Tsun is putting on the pressure and Tsun is backing up, that's where it's hard to get these Roy combos. But so far in this game, it's certainly been working out for Tsun, who has now dropped that second stock off of a quick gimp from the neutral air.
Wow, that was very unfortunate for Tsun, just getting clipped by that little ass neutral air, and just doesn't even finish it, just that one hit, and yeah, just losing that stock for nothing. But that triple dash, like just sending a message for it Tsun, like you can't just land free on me.
I'm amazed at how much down air Tsun uses as well, particularly
out
of shield. We've seen it more than once, and it actually works because it's so safe on shield.
Oh, yeah, Tsun just using. Oh, wow, that was a nice try with the catch. He almost had it, but unfortunately turned around with that up punch. Oh, a nice catch with the landing, but doesn't quite finish that nair, and lets Tsun get that back here. And now it's very scary for Tsun. No, but doesn't do anything stupid. Plays very reserved, just waiting for an opening to get back in. But yeah.
Can Tsun make it back here? Roy is the king of ledge trapping if he can react, but right there, forward tilt, gonna only clip the shield. That means Tsun's still in this, but it is going to get finished out with that jab to back here, the bread and butter.
Yeah, and
taking it home for Tsun.
And it had pretty weak DI too. You could see that when it just went straight up instead of like outwards. He could have maybe survived if he had that good DI, but unfortunately for him, it's very hard to DI correctly when you're online.
Yeah, you have to be ready to react to that. In any case, Tsun is going to ride that all the way to a game 1 victory. And again, like the damage output from the Roy is definitely looking a lot more like we would expect to see from him. Now on Tsun's end, can we make the adjustments to stay put? More importantly, can you stop that Roy from going in as hard as he did at the beginning of that last game? Can you pretend that that damage output is not something you have to worry about, or at least make it seem that way with good defensive play? But right off the bat, it's actually Tsun who almost opens up with a quick stock, just like we saw in that last game. 77% real quick.
Ooh, oh, and almost soon getting that, getting his revenge with that double forwarder. Unfortunately for him, it was the weak hit, but still very nice.
Weak hits have been the problem. Unfortunately, you can't really switch over to the Chrom in this matchup either because it's such a free kill if the counter comes out when you're off stage.
Oh.
That was.
No, we are all good. No panics here.
Just to remind you guys, this is online. We just wanted to remind you with that nice little.
The players are not
spike.
experiencing any lag right now.
I was about to say that. This is
It was
all
like a little
just
reminder,
saved
like
to the
this is
box.
online.
Tsun is not experiencing any problems at this moment. Has already racked up some extra credit on this first stock and is still hanging on nice at 89%. As long as you avoid those jab back airs, as long as you DI those combos true and well enough, this could be a massive lead for Tsun.
Yeah, sorry, I just saw another bit there. Wow. But yeah, Tsun already has a very solid idea. Oh, and that nice counter. That's what he's been
How about
looking
the
for.
extension?
And without the
How?
jump, Roy is just very lost off stage. He just doesn't have a lot of options. And
Like I was
Tsun-
saying earlier, that would be even worse if he were Chrom, but it's still bad for Roy.
Yeah. And yeah, Tsun just this entire set, both this and the last one, has been like very back and forth. So yeah, you can see like Tsun having like this amazing play last round, and now Tsun just says, "Nah, I can do that too."
See that jab barely able to create some space. Soon getting that first stock right there. Obviously, nothing short of a mountain to climb right now to make up this game. This comeback, I wouldn't imagine that it's going to happen. But then again, we are looking at Roy, so yeah.
Yeah. This is one of those characters that are extremely scary when they... Oh,
Yeah.
but that unfortunate, a little too fast fall for my downer. And, yeah, that's going to be your stock.
I honestly don't like that play from Tsun there. I know that a lot of people, when they're behind that much, they figure in, and rightfully so in some cases, that you just have to send it and you have to try to get that extremely early stock to make it 1 stock to 1. But as a Roy, I really don't think it's that necessary because he becomes such a rage monster where if you play it normally, you're able to take that first stock, you take that second one, go into that last stock where you're at like 130, 140. Yeah, the Palutena only needs to land like 1 solid conversion into the aerial, but also if you get 1 combo string, your opponent's at kill percent.
Yeah. Roy is definitely one of those characters with a lot of comeback factors, so you have to be a bit more patient for it to happen. But he is definitely not one of those I have to be in the lead to win characters.
And I would definitely like to see Tsun, I don't know, maybe study a little bit more on like when these combo extensions are over, because I see a lot of overextending and giving up a big disadvantage that he has right there. See right there, he has a big advantage having the Palutena above him, and he waits for that teleport cancel, which he has confidence that he can react to and eventually gets tons of damage. Could lead to a stock here if he's able to keep the pressure up.
Yeah. Ooh, and that strong backer, but that's not gonna be enough. Even at 120, but because he was on the other side of the stage. But that near, and yeah, now he's just looking for any of those kills, and Roy at the ledge, very scary, but Tsun making it work. And yeah, he's just hitting these sour spots. Oh, but hits that up tilt finally and gets that kill.
And I'm going to be honest, that up tilt was kind of a lucky kill right there. I mean, Tsun was just swinging, and we saw this earlier in the stock, that up tilt means that, like, your combo string is over, and your opponent's going to be able to get out of disadvantage because it has a lot of end lag. Thankfully for Tsun right there, did land the sweet spot at the high percent, so it took the stock, but now you're sitting at 96% with this lead. How are you going to back off a little bit, or are you going to continue to try and dominate this game?
Ooh, and that was a nice catch from Tom, just getting that stock finished off and making this set way more even.
Yeah, definitely, once again, catching Tsun just drifting in, trying to get a foothold on the stage as quickly as possible instead of drifting back to the ledge where it's safe. Whereas we see, Tom doesn't really have a problem doing that, and that's why these stocks have had a lot more longevity.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, we see most of the time that Tsun's died at about, 100, 120%. Nothing ridiculously long going for him because he's constantly leaving these openings for Ton. But again, you don't have to worry about that as much if you can take those stocks early, and that's where Tsun has been shining lately.
Oh, and he actually hits that down throw back here, but doesn't quite get that kill. Nice forward there. Being very patient on the ledge, I say, as he goes off stage. Oh no! Okay, he has to jump. I was about to be very disappointed. Ooh,
That's
nice
a great
forward.
point right there. That's great by Tsun right there. It's a good point for him to just stand on stage as the Roy, continue to put pressure on with the ledge trap, force your opponent to do something that you can react to. Even online, Roy has the tools to be able to ledge trap effectively on reaction.
Yeah. Oh, and this game is still in the favor of Tsun, but if Ton is just able to finish off this stock, he might be able to... Oh, turn it around! He takes... Okay, good. Wow, I was really scared there for a second.
Once again, the offstage game dominated by Ton, who, every time Tsun goes out there, it seems like the Palutena is getting a stock, and I'm just saying, man, like, this is a situation right here. I like to see that Tsun's staying on stage with the lead and forcing the Palutena to make the first move.
Yeah. Oh, but this is still heavily in Tsun's favor. He even has the possibility of killing right now if he just hits one of those good confirms. But that doesn't mean that this is impossible for Ton. He just needs... Ooh! Just needs to hit a little bit of those combos, but Tsun says nope to that and just force smashes you. That game.
Who needs a combo, man? Jab the back here, that's too complicated. Let me just hit the yellow stick to the right.
Yeah, we just go for that.
Man, now
Town.
one game away from taking the tournament soon. Obviously got the bracket reset on him, but looking a little bit more solid as this second set goes on. Tom might be running out of steam a little bit.
Yes, yeah, sorry. I just saw that. But yeah, now it's actually really interesting to see the dynamic. I'm interested to see if Ton is able to just keep up this game plan. He had like a very solid victory in the losers final, but maybe Tsun has been able to download him back and just being able to... Yeah, I can't speak.
I understand what you're saying, though, is that the downloads are important, making the adaptations as you go on in a set. That was a risky up air. Lovely that you managed to get on stage and go for a ledge trap, just free damage. And here we go, that up-close game. Jab is unfortunately not going to get you anything early on in those stocks. But again, we see, like you were saying, Tsun has been making some adjustments. And I think the big one has been how to ledge trap Palutena. Because otherwise, it's been a very straightforward Roy versus Palutena game.
Yeah. It's just like those small back and forth all the time that just make either player win. Because this has been, overall, a very even match. Like, all the games have been quite even. Just like those small little openings from each player that just lets them get so much more from each other. Those extra little punishes that just get those stocks.
Ooh, covering once again those teleport cancels. I feel like Ton really has to chill with those because I think that Tsun has covered a lot of them, especially whenever he sees like, okay, Palutena willingly jumped above me. That means she's probably going to go for some kind of teleport cancel.
Yeah, definitely. He is a bit too trigger happy with those teleport cancels because they are so fancy. But even so, he still gets that nice back here from that from Tsun's own little risky up B.
Yeah, you want to talk about pulling the trigger a little too early. It did not enjoy that up B, but again, ledge coverage from Tsun has been very good, catching that. I believe that was a neutral get up or maybe a jump from ledge. Either way, certainly the right choice right there, just going non-committal with a big hit.
Yeah. And Ton getting that nice percent with those typical Palutena combos, but they work and they are very solid. And just covering all his landings. Oh, and just finishing up with that sick-ass back here.
Man, who needs combos when you can just read your opponent trying to land on stage as quickly as possible and then bash them with the shield over and over, looking like Captain America?
Dude, that was like so stupid it worked, but so amazing at the same time because it was just so good. Just like
It's
the
invincible.
ultimate. This the ultimate. I just know what you're gonna do, and I'm gonna punish you hard for it.
I mean, that's the thing. You have this invincible trample hitbox. If your opponent is constantly going to fade in and try to counter hit you back after you get one hit, keep throwing out the invincible hitbox and you will continue to win.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, he almost got it again. Like that weak or like the sour spot of the down air to back air. Unfortunately for him, he only got the sour spot, but it was still a nice conversion. Oh, and just catching that normal get up with that lingering ass up smash. Very nice play by Tom. That's what I'm saying. These sets are so back and forth. They're just adapting to each other so much. They're so good.
Mm-hmm. I think the big thing that we're seeing in games that Ton wins is that when Ton gets the momentum, I know I'm kind of beating this into the ground, but when Ton gets momentum, Tsun doesn't try to ice him out or try to slowly bring it back down to like the neutral momentum between the two. Tsun always tries to go back in and get big hits over and over against Palutena to get a big combo. But instead, Ton just continues to read that, extend combos, and then make that lead even bigger and get even more momentum. And now Ton has all the momentum going into Game 5 of Grand Finals Reset. This is the last game of the entire tournament. One of these two is going home with the dub.
Yeah. And another thing, I feel like Ton has been like way better like these later games at getting those basic confirms, just like the nairs into nairs and stuff. I feel like he whiffed a lot of those in the earlier games, but like now he's been a lot more consistent. But the consistency with the recovery has not been the same because he's done a lot of SDs today.
Yeah, and that's an unfortunate way to lose that momentum that you have built up in that last game to have that big lead. Now Tsun does not have to play at the Palutena's pace, but instead he does. Ton says, I'm going to send every bit of adaptation, every read that I have made on you. I have figured you out. I've written it all down in the book, and I'm going to go at you with everything I've got.
Yeah, definitely. But as you say that, Tsun just says back, yeah, I also have your download, and I'm going to just put so much pressure, and you're going to take 100% and just get hit by that nice-ass forward tilt and die.
And literally, each of these people have taken a stock before they've gotten up to like 30%.
Yeah, it's so momentum based. It's like these players are both so momentum based. It's just so insane. Like Sonton is very nickel and dime, but like he also like feels himself a lot, and that's when he plays the best easily. And like even that, you can see he does some very nice plays here when he should be feeling pretty desperate. He gets some nice percent.
Like I said, I love that patient play. Overextends with that dash attack, but Tsun doesn't have an answer. This gives Ton the chance to maybe bring this comeback into reality.
Oh, but I guess that's strong. It's back here, not enough to kill.
The high recovery was not very good. Tsun was not able to get the finishing blow, but it is only one hit away from this being Tsun's tournament. No recovery. How do you get back on stage against the Void? The ledge trap puts on a lot of pressure, but doesn't get him the stock, and now Ton.
And it takes it with that. Oh, okay, that was the second slash. Like, sorry, I was so out of it.
Nails him with the up tilt. We're on the last stock of the tournament. Tsun only needs one clean conversion or one big hit. Depends on what the game plan is going to be here, but you have to stop the momentum, and stopping it cold with that jab into back air, converting off of the platform, and Tsun is able to take the tournament into his own hands and win that last set 3-2.
Oh, that was excellent play from both players, but yeah, Tsun just coming up ahead. And very well played by him. That was a nice conversion in the end.
Indeed it was.
At the end, man, it all comes down to how much damage can you put on a Roy, and can you consistently take the stocks, and that is all what it boiled down to there. Tsun was given a gift in that early SD in Game 5, and in the end, that is exactly what he needed to end up taking home the entire tournament. The end of an era.
Yeah, that was insanely unfortunate from Ton. That was such a solid game. If only he didn't do that SD in the beginning. But oh well, that happens, and soon we'll be taking end of an era.